Yes, we know it's on, but it was again confirmed this week. Upton Park, July 14th, a spectacular of spectaculars, a fight that has divided a lot of people. It's actually divided a lot of people that would never pay to watch it, i.e. people in the press. Men and women in the business have been lining up to give their opinion, most of which are, I think, irrelevant. To be perfectly honest with you, who cares what some people think? That's the way to look at it, because it seems that the people want it. I know that sounds like a cliche. Who cares? Because it seems to be the truth. David Haye says he's not been concerned about the bold and erroneous reports that the big fight was ever in doubt.
Not concerned one bit, to be honest. That's completely out of my control. All I've got to do is focus on a fight. Who sanctions it, who governs it, is irrelevant. There's going to be a boxing ring, and there's going to be Dereck Chisora across the ring trying to knock me out. If I concentrate on anything other than that, it's going to take away from my performance. So, I believe the fight's destined to happen. All the paperwork seems to be stacking up. My lawyers looked through it countless times, and he's very happy that I'm not breaking any rules. So as long as that is the case, the fight will be, it's an official fight. It'll be on my record. There's going to be other world title fights on the show. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just going out there and applying to my trade.
And we know controversy sells. We've only got to look at what's happened to the tickets for this fight. But at what point does short-term gain for those of you involved not matter as much as the long-term damage potentially to the sport as a whole?
I don't know what type of long-term damage can be done. As long as people are watching boxing, it's out there, it's in the papers, people are aware of it, people are buying tickets. People realise it's a way to earn a living.
The perception is that you're being rewarded for the brawl.
I'm not being rewarded for the brawl. Mate, he's being rewarded for the brawl. I was at a press conference. This guy came over to attack me, so I defended myself. So I did what I believe any man, woman, and child should do if they're confronted by someone who's got a consistent history of attacking people when he gets close to him. So I don't believe I believe that he's being rewarded for acting like an idiot. He's bit people before. He's been convicted of beating up his missus. He's done so many different things. A real long police record, and I believe he's being rewarded. I don't believe he deserves a payday, but fortunately for him, enough people want to see him get beat up, and 30,000 people have already bought tickets to watch it. There'll be so many people around the world who want to see this fight, and you're right, but controversy does sell, and there's nothing really I or anyone can do in the short term to change that. It's the way the world goes around. In all sports, in all entertainment, and people want to see the unexpected. They want to see something different. Two guys, we could be best friends. I guarantee if we were real pally of each other, no one would be interested in this fight. People predominantly want to see a fight where two people genuinely dislike each other and they genuinely want to hurt each other, and people feel that way for this fight, and they're pretty right.
For all that, today's events seem to have been more mellow than they have been in the past. Is it at some stage you've just got to conserve your energy?
Yeah, I think right at the minute we're both probably right in the middle of our training. I know I trained earlier on today. I got another training session later. You're right, conserve my energy. I could be screaming and shouting, but that's energy I need for the gym. So I'm too tired probably right now to be screaming and shouting and flipping over tables and trying to break through barriers to get to him. The fight's already sold. I've just got to do my job, which is to be in the best physical condition I can be, and go out there and apply my trade best I can. And I'm positive that Dereck Chisora doesn't possess any skill set that I haven't seen before. He doesn't have any one particular strength that I haven't encountered in the past and defeated. You can take a shot, but I've fought a lot of people who could take shots, and every single one of them would end up on their backside. So,
you used the phrase today, questioning whether you'd have the agility to stay away for 12 rounds, which suggests he might think he can get to you late on.
He can think what he wants. I've got a 90% knockout ratio for punching people in the face, not for dancing around being agile. Look at his record. Who has he ever knocked out of any note? What young prime fighters has he knocked out? What unbeaten fighters has he knocked out? Not very many. So he's got to have a look at himself. If he believes that beating, I don't know who's his best win. Has he beaten anyone as good as Audley Harrison? Aldi Harrison was a European champion, Olympic gold medalist. Has he beaten anybody of Aldi Harrison's calibre? I've looked for his record. I haven't seen anybody. But maybe he should put that spotlight back on himself and actually have a genuine look for his record and try and pick out someone or pick out a performance where he thinks that's good enough to beat me. Because I've never seen anything remotely close to him doing anything that could cause me any type of worries whatsoever.
And you were heavily criticised last time out for your performance against Vladimir Klitschko. Do you feel that you're on a mission of redemption this time around?
You can never redeem a whole performance, but this time round you'll see me firing all cylinders. This time round you can get to see me fighting someone who comes to engage in battle, who's going to come out there and have a go. Vladimir is very defensive, he's very awkward, it's a very tactical battle. This one will be more of a brawl. This guy will come out there and throw leather, and that gives me the opportunities to land my trademark haymaker. It's very difficult to land on someone when they're so tall and trying to get away from you the whole time. So I definitely feel this fight will show me in my best possible light.
Show him in his best possible light, says says David Haye. It'd be nice if Dereck Del Boy Chisora was shown in the best possible light, wouldn't it? Anyway, Del Boy Chisora is equally, he's not bothered by threats and talk and false rumours. He does not accept that this fight with Haye, his fight with Haye, in any way has created a division in British boxing.
This is a revolution. Come on, let's not try and hide the facts here. This is fight. Boxing is the oldest sport in all the sports. There's some books that opened like 1960 when Jack Jameson and them were fighting. They were filling up arenas. When the last time this was happening? A long time ago. People lost touch to their roots. About boxing, and now they're coming back. From day one you can hear an old lady sitting in a home care saying, "Oh my God, I read about this boxing. I want to watch it." My friend's grandma was in home care and she read about it and she's about 89 years old. So this is, the people trying to put bad mind in this right now because they're not making money out of it.
Do you not accept that the credibility that was given to the sport by some of the names that you've mentioned was undone by what you and David did in Munich?
Listen, Mike Tyson did the same thing with Lennox Lewis. Loads of fighters did the same thing. Why is it me and David Haye thing is so bad?
Because some say it was added to what you did before the fight.
It's not. The other day we had the Grand Prix in Syria where they're bombing human beings, and then suddenly they still have it because they're generating so many...
That was in Bahrain.
In Bahrain, they're generating so many millions. And then suddenly, me and David Haye are fighting in West Ham in London, so it's a big, massive problem for everybody. We're here, and everybody's going to come and watch this fight. Everybody wants to watch it. This is it.
From your point of view, then, how can you convince people that you've changed and there won't be more outbursts like we saw before the fight in Munich?
Man, let me tell you something. There's always going to be war in the world. Yeah, there's always going to be someone who's trying to kill another country. It's never going to change, The only thing I realized the other day is when the Queen's Jubilee was on, I realized how people can unite. If people can unite like that every day, we'll be living in a peaceful world. So, you know what? I will change if the world changes.
Can you afford to lose control in this fight?
No, I will not lose control. As I showed you already, I will never lose control.
But you did in Munich.
I did in Munich because I came on and try and gate-crush my party, and that don't happen.
But you lost it before the fight as well at the weigh-in, and then when you spat water in Vladimir's face before the fight itself.
The back doors, this is like, first of all, that sucker had to get slapped because he had to realize he's in a fight, and then his brother came in my changing room, boasting up like he's the big I am, telling me you can't wrap your hands like that, trying to take me off my game. I was like, all right, then cool then. So I put one in my mouth and washed his face with it.
How have you been able to placate yourself in the gym and concentrate on this as a fight, just like any other fight, rather than keep being fueled by anger?
Cool. I'm not fueled by anger. I haven't got anger. I'm fine. I don't have anger management issues with me. I'm actually a cool geezer. Ask anybody who knows me, they'll tell you I'm actually cool. I'm the people's people. I don't badmouth nobody. I don't go around slating nobody. That's why I got Twitter. But I only tweet once every month. I don't sit on Twitter and tweet. But when I tweet, people listen. You know, if I don't like somebody, I'll tweet and say, listen, this guy is a douchebag. You know, that's simple as. I don't have to go on about it and say, oh, I can't say this because people are reading it. No, let's just be honest with each other. You know, and I'm so excited. You know, the first thing I have to say, I want David Haye to come to the ring, fine, and then we both live fine in the ring. We don't want to, oh, he went to the hospital. We don't want that. We want to fight, give the public a great fight, you know, and make it happen.
Do you care about what it means for boxing, for this to go off successfully?
Oh, this is the revolution, man. You know, this is it. You can't stop this train, man. This is like that train in Japan. In Japan, the bullet train. You can't stop it. This is going.
Maybe you can't stop the damage it'll do as well.
Well, mate, listen. This ain't gonna do no damage. What damage is it gonna do? Two guys fighting in the ring, and what damage is that gonna do? Because the BBC are not getting half of the money.
I don't think that's the issue.
That is the issue, my friend. That has always been the issue about boxing. If no one is making money, that is the issue.
What I'm saying about being for the good of boxing, I'm not talking about the fight itself. I'm talking about how the both of you behave on the night itself.
It's about money. It's about money. That is the issue because they're not getting a cut off it. That's why they're moaning about it.
Yes, that did end with a little bit of friction there, a bit fractious. Well, you know, that's what happens. Mick Costello is a top journalist, and he was asking Dereck the questions, and Dereck was giving him the answers. And I don't think Dereck liked the questions, and I don't think Mick liked the answers. And you know what? That everyone's perfectly entitled to that. I'd rather that than everyone blurring the lines and blowing hot smoke up each other's jackses, wouldn't you? That was good. I call that refreshing stuff, I do. You know, hey, that's the way I feel. Anyway, it's Upton Park. It's another East End sporting extravaganza this summer. Some tickets, I'm assured, are still available. Now,